Hey, this is McGarren. Just going over some of these persimmons that I planted. As you can see here, there are 3 persimmons that I planted. 1, 2, 3. Those 3 guys. It's been a month since they were planted, and this is what happened basically the day after they were planted. All the leaves fell off, which is understandable, transplant shock, especially in summertime. There's that one. The problem with these, it was 110 degrees the week after I planted them. Here are the rest of the persimmons. Again, those dropped, and then this one was planted last fall, and it's actually growing pretty good, but it was starting to dry out in the summer heat, and so I put this nice little cover over it, over all of them, in hopes that they would grow back. Well, the problem is I have really clayed soil here, so I amended the clay soil with some organic material as recommended by some people. So I amended the soil with, it's called this Grow Organic Plus. And then I watched this video on how you shouldn't have organic material because it will rot the roots, especially with persimmons, because they need good draining soil. And clay with organic matter tends to hold on to water a lot. So this on the top is mulch. And what I went in and did yesterday, so I'll just expose this a little bit. As you can see, there is sand. So I took sand, perlite, vermiculite, and some of the clay soil, mixed it together so that I could get some good draining soil and also be able to provide some oxygen to these plants, because I think that it's the reason why they were dying. But anyways, or it could just be transplant shock. Either way, I want to make changes or adjustments. Yes, it is the middle of summer. It's June 3rd. No, it's June 4th. July 4th. Holy guacamole. Okay, it's July 4th. Happy Independence Day, people. So that's what I did with that one. With this one, because you can see the soil, I did dig 3 feet down and 3 feet wide, put organic matter in all of this, but I just don't think it's draining good enough. This was one of the alternatives that they said if you need to amend good soil is make these little cuts radially out from the tree trunk and put in some good draining soil. So that's what I'm going to do, is throw in my mixture here and then put the mulch back over the top of it to protect the soil so that it will retain moisture a little bit better, but also provide oxygen for this persimmon. But I had a neighbor just ask me the other day, he said, "What, you're growing persimmon? I didn't know that could be grown in St. George." And I had a really good friend, Glenn Blakely. He had a couple of persimmon trees, loved them. They were Fuyu persimmons. This is a giant Fuyu, and it's looking pretty good. I feel like it's doing a good job. I just want to have more good drainage for the tree. And there's my drip system that you can see. And I'm doing it for 2.5 hours, the drip system. They're 0.9 gallons per hour. Per hour. So there's 9 emitters that are in here. If you do the math, it's like 21 gallons for a couple of hours. And you can see the soil, it just watered yesterday. You know, it's clumping together pretty good, but because of all that organic matter that I have in there, you can see all those black flakes. It's the organic matter, and that stuff, I guess, will rot. So I'm trying to make it so that it won't rot, and I'm trying to set these things up for success. So there's the drainage for that. I'm supposed to be getting my pawpaw trees that will be going here, there. I have 2 pawpaws that are sitting right there, and I'll do a video on the pawpaws and see how they do here in the St. George desert weather. All right, have a grand old day. Oh, Wait, I need to show you the mix. So here's the mix. Some of the native soil, sand, perlite. I mean, that stuff doesn't hold together at all, which is awesome. And that's what you want, is some good draining soil at parts. They recommended having no organic matter at all. I'll put a link below on who it was that recommended it. I think the theory sounds correct to me and right. So I'm trying it out and experimenting. That way you guys don't have to try this stuff out. If you don't want to, you could be like, dude, it didn't work for McGarren, so I'm not going to do it. Or, hey, look, it worked for McGarren, so I'm going to try it. Either way, trying to help people out and myself. I have really bad memory, so I'm trying to keep a record of all this stuff. So if you have any questions, please comment below.